You know that feeling when you waste an entire day scrolling, and then at 11 p.m. you panic because nothing got done? Yeah, I used to live like that. Every single day was chaos. I'd wake up whenever, study whenever I felt like it, sleep at random times, and honestly, I felt like I was drowning. So I made a crazy decision. For 30 days, I followed extreme structure. Every hour planned, every task scheduled, zero flexibility. And what happened? It completely changed me, but not in the way you'd think. Stay till the end because the biggest lesson came on day 23, and it's something nobody talks about. Let me paint you a picture of my life before this experiment. I was that student who had potential but zero consistency. One day I'd study for 6 hours straight. The next day, nothing. Just YouTube, Instagram, repeat. My sleep schedule was a joke. Sometimes 2 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m. I'd wake up at noon feeling guilty, promising myself tomorrow will be different. Spoiler alert, it never was. The worst part? I wasn't even enjoying my free time. Because even when I was relaxing, I felt anxious, guilty, like I should be doing something productive. Psychologists call this guilty procrastination. You're not working, but you're not truly resting either. You're stuck in this horrible middle zone where you feel terrible all the time. I was burned out from doing nothing. How crazy is that? So I thought, what if I go to the complete opposite extreme? What if I structure every single thing? Here's what extreme structure meant for me. Wake up, 6 a.m. every day, no exceptions. Morning routine, 6 to 7 a.m. Exercise, cold shower, breakfast. Same order, same time. Deep work, 7 to 9 a.m. No phone, just studying. Everything was blocked. Every meal, every break, every study session. Even my relaxation time was scheduled. I know what you're thinking. That sounds like prison. And honestly, on day one, it felt exactly like that. But here's the thing about structure that nobody tells you. When you remove decisions, you remove mental energy waste. See, every time you decide, should I study now or later, your brain uses energy. Scientists call this decision fatigue. It's why Mark Zuckerberg wears the same shirt every day. By planning everything, I freed up mental space for things that actually mattered. But the first week, brutal. Week 1, the resistance. Day 1 to 7 almost broke me. My body hated waking up at 6 a.m. My brain rebelled against the rigid schedule. Every fiber of my being wanted to quit. On day 3, I woke up and just stared at the ceiling, thinking, why am I torturing myself? But I had one rule. No matter what, finish 30 days. Here's what I noticed in week 1. My productivity actually went down at first. Sounds weird, right? But it makes sense. My brain was so used to chaos that structure felt unnatural, like learning to write with your non-dominant hand. But something else happened. I started sleeping better because my body knew 6 a.m. wake-up is coming, so it naturally got tired around 10 p.m. There's a concept called circadian rhythm. It's your body's internal clock. When you wake up and sleep at the same time daily, this clock gets stronger. Suddenly, I wasn't fighting my body anymore. We were working together. And here's the beautiful part. By day 7, the 6 a.m. alarm didn't feel as painful. My body was adapting. Week 2, the shift. Week 2 is when things got interesting. I noticed I wasn't thinking about what should I do next anymore, because I already knew. It was planned. My morning deep work sessions from 7 to 9 a.m. became sacred. No distractions, no phone, just me and my books. And in those 2 hours, I did more than I used to do in entire days. There's something called Parkinson's Law. Work expands to fill the time available. When I had all day to study, I'd waste it. But when I had exactly 2 hours blocked, I focused like never before. By week 2, I wasn't just following the structure, I was trusting it. But then, something unexpected happened. I started feeling trapped, like every day was the same. Same wake-up, same routine, same schedule. And that's when I learned the most important lesson of this entire experiment. But before I tell you that,
Let me show you what my typical day actually looked like. A day in extreme structure. 6 a.m., wake up. No snooze button. Straight out of bed. Drink water immediately. 6 to 6:30 a.m., exercise. Just 30 minutes, nothing fancy. Push-ups, squats, running in place. The goal wasn't a perfect workout. It was to wake my body up. 6:30 to 7 a.m., morning routine. Cold shower, get dressed, eat breakfast. I prepped breakfast the night before. Oats, banana, peanut butter. Same thing daily. 7 to 9 a.m., deep work block 1. Hardest subjects first. Phone in another room. Laptop on airplane mode. This is where real learning happened. 9 to 9:30 a.m., break. Walk outside, breathe, stretch, no screens. 9:30 to 11:30 a.m., deep work block 2. More studying or assignments, still focused, still disciplined. 11:30 to 12:30 p.m., lunch plus rest. Eat slowly, actually taste the food. Then 15-minute power nap. 12:30 to 2:30 p.m., active learning. Practice problems, review notes, teach concepts out loud. Active, not passive. 2:30 to 3 p.m., break. 3 to 5 p.m., project work. Assignments, essays, creative work. Anything that needed deep thinking. 5 to 6:30 p.m., free time. Finally. But here's the key. It was scheduled free time, so I actually enjoyed it without guilt. 6:30 to 7 p.m., dinner. 7 to 8:30 p.m., light studying or reading. Review what I learned, read something interesting. 8:30 to 10 p.m., wind down. No screens after 9 p.m. Journal, plan tomorrow, relax. 10 p.m., sleep. Same time, every single night. Now, this might sound insane to you, and honestly, it was intense. But by week 2, I wasn't thinking about it anymore. It just happened.
Week 3, the breaking point. Day 23 almost ended the experiment. I woke up at 6 a.m. as usual, but I felt empty. I followed my routine like a robot. Exercise, shower, breakfast, study. But something was missing. Joy, spontaneity, life. I felt productive, yes, but I didn't feel alive. That evening, I broke the schedule for the first time. I went out with friends unplanned, stayed out till midnight, broke all my rules. And you know what? It felt amazing. That's when it hit me. Extreme structure taught me discipline. It proved I could control my time. But the real power? Using that discipline to create freedom. See, most people think structure and freedom are opposites. They're not. Structure gives you freedom because when you're disciplined with your time, you actually have more free time and you enjoy it without guilt. The goal isn't to be a robot forever. It's to build the foundation. Week 4, the balance. Final week, I made a change. I kept the morning routine, non-negotiable. 6 a.m. wake up, exercise, deep work. But I added flexibility in the evenings. Some days I studied longer if I was in flow. Some days I stopped early and did something spontaneous. The structure became a tool, not a prison. And here's what I learned. Lesson 1, mornings set the tone. Win the morning, win the day. When I started strong, everything else fell into place. Lesson 2, deep work is a superpower. Those 2-hour morning blocks, more valuable than 8 hours of distracted studying. Lesson 3, sleep is non-negotiable. Everything else improved when my sleep improved. Energy, focus, mood, everything. Lesson 4, structure reduces anxiety. When you have a plan, your brain stops panicking about what you should be doing. Lesson 5, flexibility matters. Extreme structure taught me discipline, but rigid structure forever kills your soul. By day 30, I wasn't the same person. I wasn't perfect, I still had bad days,
but I had a system I could return to.
So what actually changed in 30 days? I finished 4 weeks of coursework ahead of schedule. I read 3 books. I worked out 28 out of 30 days. But the real changes were internal. I stopped feeling anxious about wasting time because I knew I wasn't. I stopped feeling guilty during free time because it was planned. I stopped staying up late, doom scrolling, because my body naturally got tired. My focus improved, my energy improved, my confidence improved. But most importantly, I proved to myself that I'm capable of discipline. And once you know that about yourself, everything changes. Here's what nobody tells you about structure. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. You don't need to plan every minute like I did. That was extreme on purpose, to learn. But you do need some structure, because chaos creates anxiety, and anxiety kills productivity. Start small. Just fix your wake-up time. Same time every day for 1 week. Then add a morning routine, 30 minutes. That's it. Then add 1 deep work block, 90 minutes of focused study. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to start. Because here's the truth. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just waiting for the right system. And structure, that's the system. If you're watching this and feeling stuck, feeling like every day is the same mess, feeling like you're capable of more but can't seem to get there, I see you. I was you. And I'm telling you, structure will set you free. Not extreme structure forever, just enough structure to build discipline. Then use that discipline to create the life you actually want. You have more control than you think. You're more capable than you believe. Stop waiting for motivation. Start building systems. Try it for just 7 days. Wake up same time, plan your morning, protect your deep work. That's it, just 7 days. I promise you'll feel different. And if this video helped you, if something clicked, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more real talk about productivity and student life. Share this with one friend who needs to hear it. Your future self is watching what you do today. Make them proud. I'll see you in the next one.